Hello, hello. Namaste. Um, so astrology class it is, and I wanted to give you guys a head start on breaking down your birth natal chart. This is the longest lesson in the entire class, okay? It's about 6 lessons, 6 to 8 lessons. So I'll break down for you the astrological keys um, into breaking down what all lies in your birth chart, what everything you see means, right down to the symbols. Looking at if you have ever seen your birth natal chart, it looks a tad bit confusing, okay? You see a lot of different shapes. You see things like trine and opposition and square and things of those natures, and you're like, what the fuck am I looking at, bitch? I'm here to help, okay? Now, to actually break down your birth natal chart, you have to understand what it is. Basically, your birth chart is a wheel. In retrospect, it's a wheel. It's a cosmic wheel, okay? Now, on this wheel represents the 12 astrology signs. Now, the day you were born is the day that these particular planets are in orbit. These particular um, asteroids were all orbiting the time and the day that you were born. Okay, that's why it's actually quite important that you know your birth time. I have already sent out your links to find your birth natal chart. And if you have your birth natal chart, you looked over it, perfect. We're going to break stuff down. So, this particular class is just pretty much giving you the keys, okay? I'm going to teach you everything, but right now, knowing the keys is being able to decipher everything. This is a lot to know. So, with that being said, you have so many divisions, basically, in our astrological house. We have in our birth natal chart, I can't even put it on a number. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I can't do that without looking at something twice. Mama's a wee bit dyslexic, okay? 23 characteristics that I'm going to teach you about in your birth chart, plus other things as well. There are these things called aspects. 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 The glossary of aspects, and the aspects are pretty much the planet's positions and what they mean, basically. Let's go over them, shall we? The glossary of aspects. First, we have conjunction, okay? Conjunction planets, of course, con meaning two planets within the same sign or less than 10 degrees apart, favorable or unfavorable, according to the nature of the planets, okay? Now, planets that are joined, it's a prominence, okay? It's how we express ourselves, basically. A conjunction is literally at a 0 degrees, okay? Our sextile, SEXTILE, Our sextile is at a 60 degrees, okay? So from your conjunction, picture it on a wheel, your conjunction, okay? 60 degrees, boom, boom. That's two signs, basically, apart from each other. It literally describes us as our opportunity. It's our pleasancy. It's how we appear harmoniously. So, next to the sextile, you have the square. It's a major negative effect. And it's resulting when planets are 3 signs from one another or at 90 degrees. So you have your conjunction, you have your sextile, and at complete 90, wow, that would definitely be your square, okay? They're 90 degrees apart. Your trine, Trine, they're planets 4 signs or 120 degrees apart, forming a really positive and favorable influence, okay? Now, opposition, sextile, square, trine, okay? That's how it is on a circle. So when you have your opposition, which is 6 degrees, or no, excuse me, 6 planets, 180 degrees, separation of planets generating a positive or a negative force depending on the planets involved. Your quincunx, it's a mildly negative aspect, and it arrives when planets are 5 or 150 degrees apart on this wheel. So that breaks you down to your aspects. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aspects, okay, across this circle. So 6 slices of pies, okay? When it comes to your growth is your semi-sextile. That's 30 degrees. When it comes to your semi-square, that's your friction. It's how you deal with heat, how you deal with your anger. That will be 45 degrees in the air. Your obstacles, of course, is a part of your square, which is at the 90 degrees, okay? These are all different points of planets between what you are and what's around you, okay? That's all the aspects are. You have trines and sextiles and squares, oppositions within us that comes through our personality, okay? It shows up in our houses, and it also shows up in our channels of expression. Our channels of expression are our zodiac signs. It's our sun sign, our moon sign, our rising. We'll talk about all that later. Modality. Modality is an aspect as well. It gives us 3 little characteristics, okay? 3 beautiful characteristics that all line us. And those 3 characteristics are our qualities. Our qualities are cardinal, fixed, and mutable, okay? Our cardinals are basically zodiac signs that have, let's see, how can I put this? They normally start off the season, okay? Cardinal signs are those cusp babies. Cusp babies are linked to creativity, okay? If you are an Aries, you're a cardinal sign. If you're a Cancer, cardinal sign. If you're a Libra, me, cardinal sign. Capricorn, cardinal sign. All of these zodiacs starts off the seasons, okay? Aries kicks off spring. Cancer pushes in summer. Libra, we in fall right now. Cardinal pushes into winter, okay? So that's our creativity, cardinal. The second quality is fixed. It's how we are adaptable to the world, okay? Our fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, okay? And last but not least, our mutable, Muteable, mutable. Our mutable quality is linked to persistence. And those particular zodiac signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Now, I don't know if you all noticed, but when it comes down to your 3 qualities, each one has more than one element, okay? I don't know if y'all realize that, okay? Cardinal signs mask the beginning of each new season. Like I told you, it's the active. Our fixed signs represents the season at its highest, okay? The steadfast part of the year, or part of the season, sorry. The mutable signs, here all changes the seasons, okay? The variable. Now that we've gotten over our glossary aspects, we've gotten through our qualities, elements. We've done that already, but let's do it again. Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. Earth, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And as for water, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay. Keep those in mind. Always keep those in mind. Okay. When it comes down to your birth chart, you will most likely have more than one sign in your chart. Okay. Even if you are Aries all the way down, there's something in your chart that is an Aries. Okay. It's very strange now that I've seen the birth chart of my soulmate. He's an Aries, but that's the only air sign he has. He has no other, not Aries, sorry, he's an Aquarius. He has no other air sign in him, guys. None. Okay? When I say that, what I mean is the planets right down to Pisces. The zodiac signs right down to Pisces, from Aries to Pisces. All of these different zodiacs are different channels of expression, okay? This man probably got about 5 zodiacs in his entire birth chart. Now, in your birth chart, you have astrology aspects and you also have planetary aspects. The planets are from Mercury to Pluto. Every single one of those planets won't be the same, or they may be different, or they might be the same, or in my soulmate's case, it's only 2 signs. Scorpio and Sagittarius, Scorpio and Sagittarius, 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 Scorpio, Capricorn, Scorpio, Capricorn, Scorpio. Yeah, it's like that. So having all of those zodiacs in your chart, you will definitely need to look up those zodiac channels of expression. You need to look up them as houses. You need to look at their characteristics. Everything about that zodiac sign is in you some kind of way. Okay? Especially if it's on your chart. Now, moving right along. Union planets. As part of the aspects goes, you do have 2 planets sometimes, or more planets in the same degree. That could give you good or bad or neutral vibes to others. So, breaking down the polygamy aspect, which is the Glossary of Aspects, breaking them down, you would put as a harmonious aspect the conjunction, the trine, the sextile, and the semi-sextile. Those are harmonious aspects, okay? Challenging aspects is the opposition, the square, and the semi-square, okay? That's how we can separate those 2, because they are the complete opposite of each other, challenging and harmonious. The opposition links to separation. The square aspect links us to obstacles, and the semi-square, friction. As for conjunction, prominence, trine, luck, sextiles, opportunity, and semi-sextile, growth. All right, moving along. So, next on our astrological keys is channels of expression. Okay, Aries. Aries is fiery. Okay, they are the spitfire, the pioneer, the competition, the competitive ones in our zodiac. Okay, now Aries house is the appearance. It's our image. It's our identity. Okay, first house. Taurus, our earthness, how we stay stable. We're practical people, Taurus people. As for the house, it is the house of possession, money, and tools. It's how we get down to business. Gemini, dual. Let's see, lively. We're quite versatile in Gemini. As far as the third house goes, house communication. It's also the house of siblings. Cancer. Cancer is the protective, the traditional, family, domesticness, security, basically. As far as Virgos goes, they are the analytical. It is definitely one of my favorite houses, I'm not gonna lie. The house of daily routine and service and health. As far as Leo goes, dramatic, the flamboyant, but the warm. And it's, suitable because they represent the sun. They represent Apollo. They are the house of romance and creativity and children. Now, my house, the seventh house, Libra, the refined, the sociable. We are the fairest of them all. Yes, we are, and I'll tell you why. When it comes down to being in the middle of 12 zodiacs, we are the middle child. It is the reason why we are the seventh sign. We are the only sign in the zodiac that is an inanimate object. We're not an animal. We're not a person. We're not a mythological person or creature in no way, shape, or form. We are the scales. We don't balance ourselves. We balance y'all. That's why we are the scales. We are justice. So when it comes down to the seventh house, we are union. We are equal. We are equality, especially in marriage and relationships and in partnerships. That's why we rule that house. Okay? Scorpio. Why they're so intense? Because they're scorpions. Scorpions are very intense. They're very, very intense. However, very ambitious and very mysterious, very secretive. It's our passion. The area of life in our house. For Scorpio, passion, death, rebirth. It's our soul. Okay. Sagittarius, friendly and expansive. The 10th house represents fame, achievement, and mastering. Okay. Let's see. Capricorn, cautious and materialistic. I'm sorry, I'm just the messenger. These are true facts, though. They represent goals, friends, and high hopes. Please believe that. Moving right along. Aquarius, inquisitive, unpredictable as well. And Pisces. Pisces is responsive, dependent, fanciful. The 11th and 12th house. The 12th house, sorry. Sacrifice, solitude, and privilege. I think I missed one. The 9th house, yes. The 9th house connected to Sag. They specialize for that area of life in the house, traveling, education, and philosophy. I'm going to send y'all this pen too. Last but not least on our astrological keys is our celestial bodies. Our celestial bodies represents the energy that generates through the cosmos. So this is where the birth chart comes to play. All of these have, birth charts, but your celestial bodies, those are the planets and the asteroids that creates our birth chart. So you have the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, just like our solar system. So if you can remember our solar system, putting moon and sun first, that is basically our celestial bodies in our birth chart, okay? Now, they are other aspects and asteroids, a couple of little asteroids in between those. After the moon, you have your rising, your ascending planet, okay? Your ascending planet is basically your rising sign, okay? Now, your rising sign is a part of what I like to call the house of astrology's divisions, okay? These 4 aspects or planets or asteroids orbiting us, within us, breaks down a quadrant, okay? 4 quadrants. So, you have your ascendant sign or your rising, which is located right after the moon, or you can put it after your Mercury. Doesn't even matter. Those are the same, rising and ascending sign, okay? Now, on the birth chart, it would be located as an abbreviation of ASC in bracket, okay? This is your outer appearance, your outward appearance. It's how people see you. Your descending sign is the complete opposite of your rising and or your ascending sign. It will be located on your birth chart as DC, okay? Now, mind you, it's the complete opposite. So this is your attractiveness in others. This is how you see other people, okay? Now, on this wheel, you have a pie. And this pie is sliced into 4 pieces. That is called your 4 quadrant, okay? Your astrological quadrant is made up of these 4 particular aspects, okay? Ascending being on top, and your descending being on the bottom. All right? Now, your midhaven, or what I like to call your median cooley, it's your life goals. Your midhaven would be seen as MC in brackets on your birth chart. The complete opposite of it would be IC, or your moon cooley. IMUMCOELI. Okay? Now, as far as your midhaven goes, your midhaven describes your life goals, and your moon describes your home and family foundation. All right? Now, your descending sign is the sign that is descending at the time of your birth. It's actually leaving you. Your ascending sign is based on the eastern horizon. It's the zodiac that's there at the time you're born. Boom. Dead smack on top of all zodiacs. Whatever your rising sign is at the time of your birth is your rising sign. All right? So, you also have nodes, north and south. Your south node is basically baggage that you are bringing from your past life. It's your underdeveloped characteristic traits. Your north node is the complete opposite. It's what you overdeveloped. in your past life. These are overdeveloped characteristic traits. Your Chiron, Chirin, or your Chiron. It's our most sensitive self. It's us when we're wounded, when we're hurt, when we're vulnerable. So these are very important. Okay, they're very important, just as important as your sun sign or your Mercury or your Jupiter sign is. Now that we got the astrological keys out of the way, this concludes our class for now, because I do want to get down to the degrees and the points of the quadrants. We will break the quadrants down. It isn't just about, your midhaven or your Emmy. It's a lot more to it than that, guys. When it comes down to your quadrants, you have 4 quadrants, okay? These 4 quadrants, it's a lot, okay? It's a lot. So that's going to be a whole nother class. And thanks for joining me so far. If you guys have any questions, please text me or send me messages online. Have a good one.